we all go through life with a filter, okay? We have this certain filter, and the filter, we look into the world with a certain filter. So we look at things with a certain view, a certain way that we look at things. It's just stories. It's just stories that we tell ourselves. This comes from childhood, past relationship stuff, all the things. It's the stories we tell ourselves, the stories in our head. And when you do the work, what happens is when you do this work, all that happens is you change the filter. You change the filter. And then you get to see, oh my goodness, I'm seeing things differently now. I am totally seeing things differently now than I did before. And that's the filter that we all have. We all have these certain lenses, and it's just what it is. And until each and every one of us, if we're wanting to make changes and do something different, we have to figure out what lenses that we're operating from. Okay? Did you understand that? Does that resonate with you? It's just the way that we're looking at things, and we look at things just based on, like I said earlier, how we grew up, our past relationships. It's just stories that we keep and we carry on. Okay? So, and what I've seen is that once a woman changes her filter on how she looks at things, everything changes. And because I've seen everything, I've seen it all. I've seen women, I wrote this down, I want to make sure you understand this. I've seen women attract great men after they do this internal work, because if their belief system has been, oh my gosh, all I've been attracting is, the narcissist, or all I've been attracting, all that's coming to me are the jerks or the ghosters or the losers. Once they get to shift and do this work, things start changing, and we're going to get into this today. This is really cool. So, and I've seen even if they have been older, okay, and they've been really stuck in their beliefs, they have been able to reframe and shift, okay? So even if you've been married already a few times, it doesn't matter, ladies, it doesn't even matter. Even if you've been married a few times, I've had women that, have, 4 kids and have found, like literally the love of their life now. Women living in the middle of nowhere. So that's what I was going to say to you earlier when I said that when someone says, maybe I need to move. No, pretty much, I would say 90-something% of the time, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Okay. And you name it. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Okay. So let's see what that is. Okay. I know. You're like, what is that, Charlene? I know this is my drawing. If you were here on my last training kind of looked a little bit like this, but it was a little different. My last training, I taught on the funnel dating, like how to date in the funnel way. And before we even go and date in the funnel way, we got to get down to the root cause, right? So we're going to talk about that. So right now, let's have a little fun here. It's an iceberg. Okay, so it is an iceberg. So I drew an iceberg. So what is an iceberg, right? So an iceberg is 10% what you see on the top, right, of an iceberg, 10% of what you see on the top, and 90% is what you don't see, okay, is what you don't see. So how I like to say this top area is what we're going to call your dating life. Okay, the dating life. This is your top area. These are all the things that you're going through. This is what I call, this is your dating life. These are when you're dealing with the jerks, you're dealing with the assholes, you're dealing with, emotionally unavailable men and the guys that ghost you, all the stuff, right? This is all the stuff. And the bottom part is what's happening down deep inside. It's our beliefs. These are the things that we don't see. These are the things that actually we've been carrying on for a long time. This is stuff that is actually in our subconscious. This is our beliefs. These are the things that have come from childhood, from past patterns, from things that happened long time ago. Okay. So in the bottom are the beliefs that we hold on to as true. And we don't even know it's unconscious, and we don't even know why we carry them. So a lot of our beliefs are things that we truly believe are true. But when we start to take the layers off, we start figuring out that a lot of the things that we thought were true are not. And that's one of the things that can really keep us from attracting some really amazing men. Because remember, I told you earlier, they're everywhere.